I grew up here in the rare mountain cloud forest of Costa Rica. As a kid, this mysterious, beautiful forest made me feel safe and protected. And now I must try to return the favor because the cloud forest is under threat. But I'm not a scientist, I'm not a policymaker, or really a person with much power at all. What I do know is storytelling and adventure and having fun exploring the forest. And so while it may not be much, this is my effort to save the cloud forest by climbing a few trees and telling a story. Hey guys, so before we start this video, I want to take a moment. This is one of my favorite videos that I think I've ever made. I spent the past 2 months working my ass off on it. It's the reason I haven't uploaded for like a month and a half. Yeah, I don't know, I really believe in the importance of videos like this and trying to do something different than what the rest of YouTube looks like. But I don't really know how this one's gonna perform. I don't know how many views it'll get, and I feel weird about attaching sponsors to topics like this. So I wanted to use this opportunity to launch a Patreon. Nothing will change, I'll still be uploading videos for free here on YouTube, but I wanted to have an extra level for you guys to get exclusive content, as well as to just say thanks. And if you want to support the channel, give a couple dollars or more a month. It would really mean a lot, and it would be greatly appreciated. I've linked the Patreon, which is brand new, down in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoy my film, The Three Trees. I'll be doing this adventure with my good friend, Rafi. How we doing so far, Rafi? Oh, no. Starting to hurt. Your butt's starting to hurt. And the idea is that we will climb 3 different strangler fig trees at different elevations on the mountain. We'll be comparing the levels of plant growth in the canopy of these trees, and by doing this, we'll be going on sort of a journey through time, starting in the present moment at the highest elevation tree that sits all the way up at the top of the mountain in the cloud forest. And to help us first get a grasp on what a cloud forest actually is, I sat down with canopy researcher Sybil Gotch to help explain.
I spend a lot of time in Monteverde, Costa Rica, and that's a tropical montane cloud forest. As the name suggests for that one, these are mountainous regions in the tropics where clouds are moving at a low elevation over the landscape, and so there's direct contact between the clouds and the vegetation. I always call it like the Ritz-Carlton for species diversity. You know, you have these moderate climates that are very moist, and they lead to very high biodiversity, very high endemism, meaning species that are found in these montane regions that are not found elsewhere.
Growing up here, the cloud forest and the woods around always meant some sort of freedom to me, and it has always meant and sparked this sense of curiosity. And I think that that's something that I have had really close to me my whole life, exploring the canopy of these trees and exploring the woods around here.
What's hard?
Yeah, it's sustained. We're at a really special place in Monteverde, and we're on a really special tree called the grandmother tree, and it's one that I have a lot of memories with since I was really young. I think you do too. And
Yeah, I've got this photo of me standing like right there as like a 4-year-old,
like
and I mean, even now this tree looks massive.
Yeah.
Compared to my body size, and back then it really looks massive.
Yeah, and it's a tree that's pretty covered in epiphytes. It's like super covered. And right now, it's just like at first glance, it's looking pretty dry. It is the dry season, but historically, even during the dry season at this elevation, the mosses used to sustain a little bit more of the moisture.
I mean, it's got to say something that like we're starting with this tree as our most covered in life tree, and it's already drier than we remember. All right, so I'm going to be taking the lead first. Climb the grandmother tree, which I've never climbed before. Got the most important protection of all. Got this little monkey fist right here. You never know when you're gonna need it. So I think I'm all ready to go. All right.
Rock on, dude. See you up there. Beware of the pump.
Yeah. The idea with climbing 3 trees in a day is to get up and close with this forest. And for us, there is no better way to get to know these trees than to climb them with our hands and feet, using the natural features of the tree to dictate if and how we get to the top. Simply walking on the forest floor, you only see and experience so much. Most of the sunlight and plant and animal life is up in the treetops, so to tell the story of the cloud forest, we really have to climb up to its treetop canopy. Yeah, the cloud forest always had this sense of like this oasis, and it feels so magical to be up here. That coldness, but the like wet coldness, and I think it's super rejuvenating to be up in the cloud forest. Like your mind just feels really calm. Yeah, I think that sense of mystery and of magic, honestly, that this forest had for me as a kid has really stuck with me. Ooh, left arm's getting pumped. Woo! Alright, so I've made it to the top, built my little anchor, using my gree to belay Rafi on up. That's good. Nice job, dude. You're not even like out of breath or anything.
That's good, man. Good lead.
Hey, thanks.
Oh my god, dude, like look at that.
That's so cool, dude. Oh my god. Dude, you're basically on top rope. Wow. It's like so spongy.
Yeah.
This, especially those sides right there. Yeah, like we're up here. We're probably 20, 30 meters up. We're in this massive canopy, one of the biggest canopies of any tree that we've ever climbed.
Yeah.
And it's so green, and there's so many plants that are not the tree itself. You know, there are these plants called epiphytes that grow on top of the branches here, and they subsist entirely off of what they can get up here. So that's clouds, that's poop, whatever, from animals. They are not parasitic to the tree itself. They don't have roots that go into the tree and take nutrients from the tree.
We know that epiphytes do not get their nutrients from putting roots into the host tree. They don't do that. And we know that they don't have roots that go down to the ground. So where are they coming from? Well, it turns out rainfall and mist have, in each little droplet, have a tiny speck of dust that has nitrogen, phosphorus, magnesium, calcium, all the macronutrients that plants and animals need. And so epiphytes have all of these amazing sort of physiological adaptations to capture that rain, to hold on to it, and to extract the nutrients from it.
During the dry season here, when there isn't a lot of actual rainfall, actual precipitation, but there is a lot of that cloud moisture, usually, that epiphyte capture of the water can actually feed into the water source for the local community here. So it's like beyond just supporting the diversity of the forest, it's like this is also a question of water access, you know? And yeah, if that goes away, or if the capture mechanism for those clouds and that water source goes away, like water could start to become more of an issue, and it already is becoming an issue. So given how dependent these canopy plants are on cloud moisture for their life support, and how much the rest of the life in the forest depends on them, the health of epiphyte communities is a pretty good measure of the health of the overall cloud forest. And should any major climatic disturbances start to reduce the cloud moisture they depend on, the epiphytes will be the first plant species to suffer and die. Climatic disturbances could be things like, let's say the 2,400 gigatons of carbon that humans have dumped into the atmosphere since 1890. You know, things like that.
There are several things that are happening. An increase in temperature that's happening globally. Those changes in temperature cause an increase in the elevation at which clouds condense. You know, historically, clouds are condensing at 1,400 meters in the Monteverde area. Now they might be condensing at 1,500 meters, and now you have a whole swath of land where there isn't as much cloud interacting with the vegetation and the amphibians and all the other organisms that depend on those clouds as used to be.
I remember Monteverde being way cloudier growing up. Even during the dry season, if you would come up here to the cloud forest, to the top of the mountains, the mosses would always be like at least more moist than they are nowadays. Like they're so much drier now.
And so, if like the scientists are telling us, rising temperatures are pushing the cloud forest zones higher and higher up the mountain, then theoretically by going down the mountain and climbing the next two trees at lower and lower elevations, we are peering into the future of the cloud forest, the epiphytes, and trees like the grandmother tree. All right, so we're back on the ground.
Oh yeah.
It is 11 o'clock.
Whew.
Yeah, we've got 2 more trees to climb. Rafi, how you feeling? How's the energy?
Good. I feel pretty good actually.
Yeah, I feel psyched.
Yeah, me too.
You psyched to take the lead on the next one?
Yeah, totally. I'm
Awesome.
stoked. All right, next tree.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Yeah. Rafi, how would you describe the condition of our bikes?
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it works. Pretty dusty. Pretty dusty.
Yeah.
As well as a chain. Next tree, let's go. Nice. All right, dude. Next tree.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so what are the things you notice about this forest compared to where we just were?
Well, we can tell that it's drier already. I think that from here on, it's categorized as a pre-montane wet forest instead of cloud forest.
Yeah, It is a different type of forest here.
Yeah.
And yet how far did it take us to bike here?
10 minutes.
And how far away are we from where we just were?
Like a mile?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's monkeys.
You feel all right about climbing the tree with monkeys in it?
Yeah, I think so. They're pretty chill, especially the haulers right now. And they're also on the farther branches. Yeah. If we look at the trunk, like the first thing we're gonna notice is that it's almost like clear. Like there aren't that many mosses or epiphytes growing on them. There's a little bit of moss here and there. There's lichen for sure, but you can really already tell the difference between the density of epiphytes that was growing just a little bit higher up the mountain on the tree that we were compared to this one. Like it's incredible. Alrighty. Cool.
All right, dude. Good luck.
Thanks, man.
As Rafi set off on this second tree,
Oh, so many spiders.
he was unknowingly starting up what would be our hardest tree climb of the day, and one of the hardest trees we've ever climbed.
That was some funky movement, man.
One of those perfect routes that gives you barely enough features to climb and protect, but barely. And to make it even more intense, the howler monkeys in the canopy above us were really starting to earn their name. All right, Rafi's making his way up. Oh, let's just say the monkeys are trying to scare him off.
The hauler's cheering us on. Oh! It's tricky with on-sighting. You just never know what's going to show up right around the corner or right above you. Oh my god. Dude, there's like nothing. I wonder if there's stuff in there. I decided to go right, which was quite difficult. Alright, watch me. I remember having to hold a lot of my weight with my right hand and then move my feet to be able to get a right foot knee bar. Oh my god. Oh, hand jam. Okay. All right. Yes! Bomber placement. Oh God. Ah! Oh, yes, jams. Oh God. And then in order to get to the next good hold, maybe a fist, I had to jump and cut feet. Oh, it just hurt so much. On a fist jam that was feeling not super safe. This one doesn't feel that safe. No. Oh God. All right, dude, watch me. Ah! Oh God. That's so scary. Oh. That's such a run now. Oh my God. It's right. I agree, you've got the biggest balls of them all. Won't deny that.
All right, Rafi's up at the top. Pulled out all the slack. Now I'm gonna start climbing up. See how hard this is gonna be.
Yeah, dude.
I'm so worked. How do I look?
Worked.
I cannot believe you did
worked,
that, dude.
man.
One of the boldest ascents of all time, I think. Holy shit, that was crazy, dude.
I'm excited for the GoPro footage. All right, so on this second tree, if we look around the branches, we can already notice how few epiphytes there are already. There's a few here and there that we can see, but it's nothing compared to the tree that we were at. And for me to think about the grandmother tree being bare and losing their epiphytes just like hits me pretty hard in the heart, you know?
Yeah.
And like this one's the middle point from the 3 trees that we picked, and it's already, you can already tell the difference, you know?
Huge difference, yeah. As global temperatures continue to rise, tropical cloud forests and the species that inhabit them are at some of the highest risk of extinction. As these climate zones move higher and higher up the mountain, plants and animals who depend on those very specific conditions will eventually run out of higher ground.
Was a recent paper, 2018 paper, that looked at the distribution of cloud forests all through Central and South America. And the prediction by this set of authors was that the cloud forest areas are just going to shrink and disappear by 2070 if the predictions of climate change bear out.
How's the energy level, Rafi?
I am starting to feel less energy. Actually, I was just sitting on this branch while belaying you, and my butt was hurting from the bikes.
From the bikes?
Yeah. Let's wrap off this. No, okay.
Yeah.
Oh no! It's a big drop. Tree you later, alligator.
All right, second tree done, which means we get to celebrate with a snack.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Off to the third tree. Fuck. Well, I took my first fall. Might not be the last. Oh, wow. Spiky boys. Ugh. Oh, I'm all tangled. Okay. This might be a journey. Bananas are holding on though, so we're good. Oh my god.
But back then.
Dang, I didn't think I'd be so sweaty from just going downhill. All right, Rafi, let's get a better look at what you're working with there.
Dude, I've got my approach shoes, and I've got these like clipless metal things, and
Oh
they're
my God.
so slippery, man. I gotta like grab it.
Gotta get over to the right so I can have less rocks. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Arriba, pa' abajo, pa'l centro. Adivina qué es lo que yo quiero. Izquierda, derecha, pa' dentro. Tequila pa' mi perdición.
This tree is really bare. The bark is super smooth. There's no moss or lichen pretty much anywhere on the bark.
Yeah, it's a tree whose host, the host tree, the original tree with which the fig tree grew on, is pretty much in its last stages of decomposition. And as you climb it, you're gonna notice that there are sections where you can go all the way inside, and you can even climb on the inside a little, but the top is kind of scary on lead.
On lead?
Yeah.
All right. Nice. As I climb this final tree, I reflect on how to end this story. And I'm conflicted because when we set out this morning, I thought I would end the day feeling pessimistic and hopeless about the future. Whoa. But to tell you the truth, I don't feel that way. Today I got to go tree climbing with my best friend and form some pretty joyful memories that will stick with me for years to come. Section's scary. Whew, that was fun. Good little finish move there. That was tricky.
Give me a smile.
And look, it is not lost on me that by climbing these 3 trees today, we effectively did nothing to save the CloudForest.
We did it, bro.
We did it, man. On a celebratory banana.
Dude, would I ever? But what we did do was take the abstract story of climate change and turned it into something that we can see and feel in our own backyards. We learned more about the forest around us, and in turn, we came to care for it a little bit more. So we did our 3 tree climbs. We haven't done our 3 rappels. However grim the predictions of climate change are, resigning into feelings of apocalyptic doom and gloom does not motivate me. Rather, I believe it is the feeling of wanting to protect what we love and cherish that is the most motivating. And I don't think you have to live in the CloudForest to care about plants and trees and animals. Everybody lives in and around nature to some capacity, and we certainly all depend on it. And while it may not directly solve anything right away, I think the more people that know and care for the natural world around them, the easier that solving all of this will become. All right, this has been Noah Kane. I want to thank you for watching my film.